Hey guys, it's Ryan here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're going to be doing our haul video for the month of June. Now, I got a lot of stuff this month, but it's mostly comic books, so let's just jump into the manga here really quickly, and then we'll move on to the rest of that stuff, right? Also, I will be dividing a certain portion of the stuff that I got into a segment for stuff I got from Howard Days, which is a little fan event here in Texas. So that'll be at the end of the video. If you're interested in only that, you can go watch that. But if you're here for everything, please continue watching now. So thank you guys if you're about to leave. So yeah, let's look at the manga here. There's really not much that I bought, and that's it wasn't really by design. I was actually hoping to buy a lot more manga, but I just didn't end up doing so. So yeah, these are out of order, but it doesn't matter. So we got Mashal number 15. This series is about to end, if I remember correctly. Well, it ended in the magazine a while back, but I think it's about to end here in the States. I think volume 17 is the last one, and it's a nice black color. But here's number 15 with this cool blue-green teal type color. We have Shy number 4. Finally got another Shy volume, although I still haven't read number 3, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I really like the series. I finally got a volume 4 spine that isn't warped to hell, which is nice. Not much to say though. I mean, yeah. Here's Drifting Dragons number 16. I love this series so much. I'm excited to get back into it. Man, look at the artwork here. It's freaking phenomenal. And I think I got all 3 of those from Walmart. I think I bought them online, and then they got shipped to my house. Here's Kaiju number 8, number 10. This is continuing on from the previous story, although at this point, I can't remember if I've read this or not. I think I have, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I think I have, because I remember this character. But then I think I stopped reading around, you know, the 83rd chapter or something. So we're still in stuff that I know, but we're nearing that point where I won't know what's going on anymore. And I think I do want to start from the very beginning and reread the series and do arc reviews for the channel. But yeah, this is gonna bother me, so I'm gonna do this, okay? There you go. And then we have One Piece Ace's Story, the manga, volume 2. I got this from Amazon, and it was a bit warped, and it also has this weird crease down the middle, but I don't care enough to change it, so I didn't. I love Boichi's artwork so much. It's so cool. Look at it. Although I don't like that they have this blank piece of paper here. I feel like either take it out or do something different, because why would you waste a piece of paper like that, right? So yeah. But this is just retelling the novel story. I think there might be some additional moments here and there, and then Boichi draws some chapters that he liked from the original manga in his own style, which is really, really cool. And finally, we have the Gyuin Saga Book 1, The Leopard's Mask, and this is really interesting because way back in the day, Vertical, before it was owned by Kodansha, I think, released the first 5 books in the series. And Gyuin Saga is this epic, sprawling Japanese sword and sorcery story. It's a pulp story that's been going on for frickin' ever. The original author actually died, I think, relatively recently, and the story was taken up by others, right? But apparently this is a inspiration for Berserk, so that's really cool. And of course, this is very similar to stuff like Conan or you know, Fire and Ice and stuff like that, right? It's about this guy that wakes up with this leopard mask on his face, and he has no clue what's going on, and he only remembers a single word, which is Ewan, right? And he just goes through this adventure, right? And sadly, only the first story arc is collected here in the States, which is the first 5 volumes. And I don't think that it was popular enough, or they're willing to really spend that much time and money creating this, you know, this set of, you know, over 100 books that people probably won't even buy, right? So yeah, but I got the first one. I'm really excited to check it out because I think that it'll be an interesting thing to read as a fan of Conan, as a fan of, you know, old school pulp fiction. I think it'll be nice to see what the Japanese equivalent is, right? So that's why I got that. And that's basically it for the manga. I do have some digital manga. I bought some from Bookwalker because there was this short little sale, and this is what I got. I got Isaac #1, just to check out what it is like in English. I got it for $1, so it was no big deal. Gamaran, Rokudo Rounds, As the Gods Will, the second series. The Shadows of Who We Once Were, and Saving 80,000 Gold in Another World for My Retirement, right? That's a Funa series. And yeah, there really isn't too much to say about those. I have a small haul this month. I don't know why. It just kind of happened that way. So that's it for the manga. Let's move on to a little bit of a miscellaneous type thing here. We're going to talk about little figures, right? So I got this Book 10 Kreese Funko keychain because it was $2, or well, $3 at Madness Games and Comics. I also bought this at Madness Games and Comics, and this is a small, you know, this size plastic model that is also like a little, you know, luck-based, you know, box. It's like a gacha thing that also has, you know, all of these different robots or all of these different Transformers that you can build. And it's a nice model kit. They're all based around the same basic parts, so it doesn't give you a specific what's it called, a specific manual. It just tells you, okay, here are all of the generic parts and here's how you put them all together. It is a little bit frustrating initially, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. I got Ironhide, which is not great. I don't really like that character all that much, at least from G1. I liked him in the Transformers movies. I was really hoping I would get Optimus Prime, right? Or Megatron, but I didn't. It's all good though, because it's not that, like, they're not that expensive. This was like $7 or $9. If you get it directly from Blockies, you can actually get it for cheaper, for like $6. So I recommend it. They're actually really, really fun and really cool, and I really like them. They're almost like a SD Gundam type deal, right? I'll show you a picture of what the actual kit all assembled looks like now. And yeah, it's great. Then I also got this little tiny Boji figure. I'm kind of upset about it, but I also liked it enough to keep it. It was $15 or slightly less than $15. It took 3 extra months to get here than what it was supposed to take. And then it turned out that it was like a little tiny, you know, figure. Am I upset about it? A little bit, yes. It's been like a month, so at this point I don't care that much. And I do like the Boji figure. That's that one right there. But I'm definitely not gonna buy the other two, even though I would like to, because it's really not worth it. I don't care that much about Daida or Kage, so it is what it is. But I love Boji, so I decided to keep it just because. Then I went to the Ultraman Rising screening premiere thing that they had here in Dallas. It was not a big deal at all. It was a really, really small thing. It was more of it was just an event for kids, but they also managed to invite other people, and I got invited through, well, I didn't get invited. I signed up to get a ticket for it, and I got the ticket because Madness Games and Comics was doing a thing with the theater that was giving out those tickets, and I followed them on Instagram, so I was able to get a free ticket to the screening, which is cool. And they gave out these little toys. These are little gacha toys, and I like the packaging. I didn't like the ones I got though. I did get Gigantron, but it was like one of those like see-through ones. I don't like that. I didn't enjoy it. I also got some other character, but it was another see-through one, so I put them back in the box, and I'll just leave them there. I think this one is empty, and I got this version right here. I'll show you a picture of what they look like now, but this has a problem where it doesn't stand still properly, so anything that slightly shakes it makes it fall over, which is not great. It's a little bit annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I'll show you what they look like again if I didn't already. And then in terms of books, I got Beowulf by Same as Hane. I saw a video about this recently talking about how this is a really great edition. I think it's in Welsh and then in English or something. And apparently this is a great translation, which is nice. I got this from a friend. He was moving and he had a bunch of random stuff and he just gave me some of it. That's cool. Here we have Dinosaurs Rediscovered. I got this in the same way, and I'm actually excited about this. I really like dinosaurs, and I enjoy reading about them. So, yeah. I don't know if that book is good or not, though. So, it is what it is. Then, from Amazon, or through Kindle, I guess is the right word, I got, I think everything starting here, maybe. So Forward Command, some Jamie Hawk stuff because he had a sale, Age of Angels because that was free, Sarah Lynn's series because they were all free, Heretic Spellblade because they're all $1. I like these covers. I like that they're not AI covers. They look like they're made by someone, which is nice. I mean, they might be AI, but I don't know. Harmonia, Rebuild Island, Frost World, Harbinger, and I also bought What Fresh Hell, book 1 in the Gods Are Bastards series because I was trying to read it through the Web Serial website, and it was so hard. It was annoying to read it there because it's not like the Wandering In website where it tells you, or it makes it so you can change the settings to your liking. It doesn't let you do that at all. So I was like, I want to read this, but I fucking hate reading this on here, and I don't want to use Royal Road right now. So I Googled it to see if they had a copy of the book somewhere, and they did. It was 99 cents. I got it. I freaking love the story. There were some issues with the typesetting and stuff in the ebook, but it was not that big of a deal. It was easy enough to deal with. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to do a review for it here soon. But that's it for the books. Moving on to comic books now, and then I'll leave the Howard Day stuff for the end. So comic book wise, I got a lot of single issues, but we'll do the collected issues first, right? So here's Twig by Scotty Young and Kyle Stratham, and I like this. It's almost like a fantasy version of Stitch, and I love that. I think that's really fun, right? So I'm excited about this. I love Scotty Young. I think his writing is great, at least from the stuff that I've read with of his that he does with Jorge Corona, right? Then we have Jurassic League. This is by Dana Warren Johnson and Juan Gueden, and I can't remember who does the artwork here. I think it's split between the two of them depending on what it is. And honestly, this just looks really fun. It's ridiculous. It's probably for children, but I don't care. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's ridiculous. And I'm very excited about it. So, yeah, I got this and Twig because Target was having this sale, buy one, get one 50% off. So I got both of those for $20, which is awesome. Great price. Then we have Penthouse number 3. This is not a collected edition, but it's in. This is what was next. So here we go. I love this cover. I think it's the best cover so far. And the stories were actually pretty good this month, so I'm pretty happy about that. Here we have White Indian. This is another Frank Frazetta Vanguard Classics edition. This collects all of the Western type stories that Frank Frazetta did, and they're all in color, which is both good because it's nice and interesting to look at, but also bad because I think that when you focus on Frank Frazetta's uncolored stuff, you know, the stuff that is only in pen and ink or whatever you want to, say he drew with, it's much better, right? But I did start reading this. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. And I'm very happy I got it. It was pretty cheap, which is nice. And then in terms of singles, we have Helen of Windhorn. Let me move this back a little bit so it's a bit easier to see. Spider-Man number 6. Transformers number 9. Ain't No Grave number 2 by Scotty Young. Nice stuff. I really enjoyed that series. Thundercats number 5. Red Sonja 11. I love this cover. Spider-Man number 5. Dawn Runner number 3. Wonder Woman number 10. I love this cover actually. I like the cheetah coloring in the background. I actually really think that this issue was great. But I don't know. I have some mixed feelings about the Tom King run. Here's Gun Hunting number 2. I love this cover, but I don't like the face. I like everything else about it though. And the series is good, but the artwork is still a bit disappointing, which is kind of sad. My Adventures with Superman #1. I love this. I think it's fun. The artwork here is a bit different from the anime, but it's not that big a deal. Here's Dick Tracy #2. Blue Beetle #10. Remote Spaces #1. Pretty cool stuff. Conan #11. The only part of this run that I don't have signed, which sucks, but it's because I forgot to bring it to Howard Days. Hopefully next year Jim Sub comes again so I can get that signed. Here's Thundercats #4. Gun Honey #1. This cover is great. Everything about it is phenomenal. Green Arrow #12. This was a great jumping off point, but I think I will continue to collect it at least a little bit. If I don't like it, I'll stop. Here's Rogue Sun #19. I love this issue. I think it was great. This, perspective thing that they did in this issue was awesome. Rebel Moon #4. Thank God it's over. This was disappointing, especially after I watched the second Rebel Moon movie and I realized that it was garbage. It sucks because I was really excited about it. Here's Blue Beetle #9. This was a great issue. I'm so sad that's finishing up. Here's Wonder Woman #9. I like the idea. I don't like this yellow color. Transformers #8. As you guys can see, I bought both this month and last month's comic books. Ain't No Grave #1. Godzilla vs. Kong vs. Justice League #7. This was the end of the story, and it was pretty good. I just realized that he looks so stilted and rough looking here, but Mecha Godzilla is awesome. And last but not least, The Forged #8. #9 comes out here soon, and I'm very excited about that. I love this series so much. It's great. Okay, so that's it for all of that. Now into the Howard Day stuff. Starting off with little collectible items. So here's a bookmark with Jim Sub's signature. Here's what that looks like in the back. I have a second one. Here's Howard Days 2023, celebrating Weird Tales. These are nice. I love that. It's probably my favorite one, but this one has Rob Del Toro's artwork, so that's the one I got signed. 2019, 90 Years of Sword and Sorcery, with some artwork and some sort of quote on the back. New Pulp Tales. I don't know what this is. I just got it because it was there. Here's Fight Story. And I got this stamped Golden Fleece and Weird Tales. I got these stamped too. Yeah, not much to say about these. They just look really, really cool, and I like them for bookmarks and stuff. Here's Weird Tales. Wolf said, I had one that was stamped, but I sent that off to Stygian Dogs because I thought that he would like that. So I got myself another copy just so I wouldn't be missing out. And here is Howard Days, Robert E. Howard Museum, Cross Plains, Texas. This is a commemorative one for the museum. And I got John C. Hawkins' signature there, which is real cool. This will go into my copy of City of the Dead as soon as I get one. So, yeah. So that's it for little collectible random stuff. We have a copy of Almuric. This is Robert E. Howard's attempt at making something like John Carter of Mars. It's supposed to be really good, really enjoyable. This is the British edition. And I got this for $5, which is awesome. I got this at Howard Days from a seller called Brian, I think. He was just selling a bunch of stuff from his collection, and he was really nice. So I really appreciate that. So there's Almuric. Very excited about that. I'll get around to reading it as soon as I can. Here is this Conan King Cole Lancer edition that I got, and I got this for free because there was some damage due to the Texas heat that made this spine come off from the text block. So everything is fine about this book except for that issue. I mean, I could fix it with some glue, but I don't think I will. I'll just keep this as a little collector item like that for the rest of time, because I do have the Cole series edition from Del Rey, right? So yeah, then we have some free books here. Bobby Deary wrote Cross Plains Pilgrimage. He told me this was about this author that went to visit Bob, or Robert E. Howard, which is nice. That's cool. Those were free. You selected letters from Noblen Price, and I think these were letters that she wrote to people about Robert E. Howard, or between Robert E. Howard and Novelin price. I can't remember exactly, but that was also free. Then I got Lord of the Shattered Land by Howard Andrew Jones, Chronicle of Hanover #1. He just released book 3 in the series. This is by Bane. And I actually got this directly from the author. He had a pack of these in his car, and I was talking to him because I realized who he was, and I was like, "Oh, you're that Howard Andrew Jones?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then we started talking a bit, and I told him that I was a fan of his work, that I heard about it from Michael K. Vaughan. He recognized who that was, which is cool. I mean, he sends him books, so I would assume he knows who he is. And he told me, "Yeah, I have a copy if you want." And I was like, "Okay, sure." So I paid $18 for this. This was ahead of its release schedule, so I got it a bit early. And he did sign it, but my name is on there, so I don't want to show it to you guys. But I will show you this other thing that he gave me with it. So, yeah, there you go. Very nice stuff. Book 3 just came out, like I said, so you guys should check it out. I will read this as soon as I can. Then I got this random free issue of Moon Knight for whatever reason, because it was there. Then I got one of these reprintings of Conan Classics. This is the first Conan the Barbarian book, but this is a facsimile, so this is a reprint. We have Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle Returns, also by Marvel. That's exciting. I can't remember who drew this though. I was gonna try to see what the back said, but obviously it doesn't say anything. Here's Conan, the Dark Horse edition, number 18, with Bruce Jones, John Buscema, Mark Silvestri, and others. And yeah, I just got this because it was $10, which is less than it would cost otherwise. And I got it directly from the Conan museum, so that's awesome. Here's Conan Serpent War #1, got it signed by Jim. Here's Serpent War #2, got this signed as well. I wish I got him to sign it in silver, but it is what it is, no big deal. Here's #3. This is basically a different Conan crossover event that he made. And it does have Marvel characters in it, which is kind of weird, but also okay. I mean, it was when it was printed by Marvel, right? So it's fine. And we can kind of argue that this is like an attempt to do what he's doing now with the Blackstone event. So I think I will read this before the Blackstone event starts to see, kind of compare and contrast Jim's different takes on this sort of idea, right? So yeah, this is Serpent War #4. That's the end of it. Then I also got these copies of Hoffman comics. So here's Thor, the Rock Warrior, Beast Women from the Center of the Earth. These are in black and white, and they're really cool actually, by Mike Hoffman. Here's Tiki Goddess #1, and this one was Thor #2. And here is the Burroughs Bulletin. This is a magazine type thing where different people get together and write articles about Tarzan and stuff. And well, it's pretty cool. And I'm excited to read it. I have not had a chance to do so yet, but it'll be nice. Here's all the stuff that's included there. So there you go. That's the Burroughs Bulletin, and that is everything I got this month. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next month.